Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Texas Rangers and the Kansas City Royals. I'm joined by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Dan will see a major league debut on the mound in this one.
Anytime you're making your major league debut, particularly starting a game, I'm sure there's some anxious moments going on. One of the keys for every young pitcher is to not try to be better than you were in the minor leagues. Go out, the mound is still 60 feet 6 inches away. The big key, make sure you continue to pound the strike zone.
Royals baseball comes your way next. Mike Minor will be the starter for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And there is Michael Young heading for the batter's box as we're just about set to go here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Mondesi picks it up, and a good throw gets him one gone. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Standing in now, Nick Solak. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
So stepping in is Nate Walker. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Hit back up the middle. Mondesi brings it in. There's Merrifield. Throw to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Kohei Arihara gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
And now, Johnny Damon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And now a pitch on the way. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
With Merrifield next to bat, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. To second for one.
No, he's safe.
Batting third, the third baseman, George Brett.
So a runner at first with one out now. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer, George Brett. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
Nope.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
The 2-1 on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 2-1 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here now the 2-2. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Dahl finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Royals leave one. We are still scoreless. Striding in is Pudge Rodriguez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And a good start to the inning for the Rangers. It's going to be a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Now at the plate is Charlie Culberson, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
And there's ball 2 now. There's a drive out to left center field. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
So now to the plate, Joey Gallo, who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Culberson leads off second with nobody out. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Adolis Garcia.
That's a ball.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Nate Lowe digging in now. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And the runner will score from second.
Batting 9.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate, David Dahl. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rangers lead this one 2-0. Ready now is Andrew Benintendi. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
back up the middle. And the Royals are going to have their first hit of the ball game.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Into the box now, Jorge Soler. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Arihara is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
There's no doubt about it, man. I think they're looking for a shot in the arm. If this guy can produce the same kind of results early on like he did through his minor league career, I don't see any reason why he can't be a very important part of the starting rotation.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl. Another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
At the plate now, Hunter Dozier. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. Benintendi at second. Dozier is over at first with 1 away. Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
1-2, here it comes. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is the right fielder, and this one is gone. A home run. 3-run home run down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for it, and it's powered the Royals to a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Standing in now, Adalberto Mondesi pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gallo is there, 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Johnny Damon.
Now it'll be Johnny Damon. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at-bat, that was a terrific at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
3 runs already home here. Skied into straightaway right. Gallo will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But not before the Royals strike for 3 on this 3-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-2 Royals. So here is Michael Young. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
So 1-2.
Oh, that's good.
way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Nick Solak. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Misses, ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is.
The count is full. 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Full count still.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that with too much.
In now, Nate Walker. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. On the first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. Rangers go down quickly there. Still a 3-2 ball game. With Merrifield next to hit. Ready now with the payoff pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
At the plate, George Brett ripped down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. The throw into second.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Stepping in now, Salvador Perez. And he's able to lay off here as it moves to 2-1 now on the Royal backstop. From the belt, the pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. hit weekly back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Brett at third with 2 away. High in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Dahl. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Into the box, Jorge Soler, and it's fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Well, for better or for worse, when you seek attention, you might just get it. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Lined hard toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
It makes a lot easier for a catcher to catch and throw. Even though this throw bounces into second, poor jump at first base gives him the time needed to throw him out at second.
Hit out toward second. Merrifield scoops it up, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 13, Joey Gallo.
Next, it'll be Joey Gallo looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Taken in by Brett. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Royals are on top 4-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. One and two now.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Two and two to Hunter Dozier. The 2-2. High and deep to right center. Ranging back is Dahl. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there.
Now
Hammer
batting,
job.
first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Standing in now, Carlos Santana. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And that's out number 1.
Number 27.
Next up, Adalberto Mondesi. He flew out in his last AB.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Very high, 2-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
The 3-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, the run is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Johnny Damon. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Whit Merrifield would be next. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Lined hard to center field. Dahl will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. Royals out in front, 5-2. And now here is Adolis Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 2-1. Hot shot down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
I got 3-2.
Nate Lowe, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
Up next for the Rangers, the first baseman, Nate.
Now into the box, Nate Lowe. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
And weight back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound. And that'll be all now for Mike Minor. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Chris Bubich is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 50, Chris Bubich.
So now to the plate, David Dahl. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another 2-2 offering.
Full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Popped up. Brett waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Young.
Digging in next, Michael Young. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit on the ground to short. Mondesi scoops it up. Merrifield's right there to take the routine throw and retire the side. 1 left for Texas. They trail 5-2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. to 2-2 now. Tough day at the office in his debut here today. How worrisome is this start for you guys looking forward?
Well, it can be very worrisome because I think one of the keys to getting off to a good start as a young pitcher is having some success early on. Success breeds success, and he's going to have a tough time shrugging this one off. When you don't have a lot of dirt underneath your cleats, outings like these ones, they tend to bother you for a while.
Number 5.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon.
Your attention,
So he'll
please.
depart after working just
Now
4+ innings, as this will not go
Number
down as a
54,
quality start, that's for
Kyle
sure. Kyle Cody is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. In now, George Brett. Runner goes. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Here's a look over to first.
Oh, he's in there.
And he'll get back in standing. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches
Up next
all
to the
around the
ball.
zone, and then you bring that
catcher.
one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
To the plate now, Salvador Perez. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Runners off for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal at second base.
The 3-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now
I know one thing.
left
He
fielder,
earned that free
Andrew.
pass right there. He
That
was
is
tempted with
Andrew.
some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. A tag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The right fielder, number
In is
12.
Jorge Soler. He
Jorge.
lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
2-1 to count. Five runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. 2-2 to Jorge Soler.
2-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2 now. Hunter Dozier would be next. He set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Lowe is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that means Nick Solak will dig in. The 1-1 home.
Inside, ball 1.
Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
At the plate now, Nate Walker, chopped weakly to the left.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. High in the air down the right field line. Soler is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that means Pudge Rodriguez will dig in to bat at the plate. Check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away. Next to hit is Charlie Culberson. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Damon able to track it down for the 3rd out. Rangers leave 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Stepping up is Carlos Santana. He'll get things started here in the 2nd half of the 6th. Now the 1-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. The 1-2 freezes him. A strikeout looking.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. 1-2 the counts of the Royals shortstop.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Got to believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's going to have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
2-2. Hit down the line at first. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Now batting, center fielder, Johnny Damon.
At the plate now is Johnny Damon. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Hard hit ball to second. A dive and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
The batter number
That's
15.
the cat and mouse of the game
Second
right
baseman,
there. You find
Whit
yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a
Merrifield.
heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Stepping in now, Whit Merrifield. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Damon is off of first with 2 away. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. The 3-1 pitch.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
2 quick outs from the 8-9 guys in the order, but the top of the order, it's a different story. A knock and then another single back-to-back, and now you got traffic with the big guys coming up.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. No trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Royals strand a pair, and it remains 5-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up Joey Gallo. The 1-1. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Next, here is Adolis Garcia. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 so far. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Nate Lowe. A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Pulled toward right center field. Damon will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Rangers set down in order. They trail 5-2. Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 47.
And up steps Salvador Perez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One and one. Here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Now that's popped up. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
So now to the plate, Jorge Soler. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. Another payoff pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Into the box now, Hunter Dozier. This one's down to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
Santana.
Carlos Santana will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. baseman.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
That's a bounced foul. It's 2-2. Soler over at second. Dozier at first. 2 out in the inning. And another foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And the second run will score as they stretch things even further. Now 7-2.
And you know, this run might be the one that seals this thing for good. A 3-run deficit is tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels like it might just be a little bit too much. They don't have many outs left to work with.
So now to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. And this will be fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled off. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Now pitches for Texas.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Johnny Damon will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first. Now a 9-2 ball game. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Standing in now, Whit Merrifield. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Royals 9 and the Rangers 2. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, David Dahl. Fouled away. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Soler is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. So one gone now in the Texas half of the 8th. And here comes the clutch hitting Michael Young. Hit hard towards center. And Young is aboard. That's a base hit.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Hit to short. Mondesi picks it up. One there. Go to Santana. The double play, and that's how the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, George Brett. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Due up next is Salvador Perez. Now the payoff pitch home. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Salvador Perez, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. And that one yanked just foul. Brett gets his lead at first, nobody out. Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery, and he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. At the plate now, Andrew Benintendi, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
Next to hit, Jorge Soler singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Called strike on the sinker, 2-2 now. and he fouls this one off. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One left for Kansas City, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Now to the plate, here is Nate Walker starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Now the 2-1.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Next up is Pudge Rodriguez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Hit in the air to center field. Damon will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, the third baseman, Charlie Culberson.
Next to stand in is Charlie Culberson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
At the plate, Joey Gallo. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Adolis Garcia would be next. Walker, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Texas down to their final strike in this one. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Jesse Hahn gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Adolis Garcia will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Up next for the Rangers, the first baseman.
And stepping in, Nate Lowe. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
No, 3-1. It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two out, bases loaded. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
David Dahl to the plate now, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Merrifield brings it in. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Royals are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over. 9-3 the final tally here in this one. Kansas City took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Chris Bubich claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kohei Arihara was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 9 runs, 12 hits. No errors, they left 10 men on base. For the Rangers, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors, they left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.